Mm-hmm.
All right, we're moving time bar. We're just about live.
All right, we are live. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gents. Welcome to Secure the Bag. I'm Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Some people call me Dr. Cousin. And we're here with my co-host, who is none other than
Mr. Matthew Taylor, millennial multimillionaire, your tailor-made wealth gardener. Welcome, welcome. Secure
Awesome. Awesome, guys. Listen, we're excited. We're excited, as you could possibly tell. This particular channel, for those of you who are just coming through, maybe this is the first time as we're live on YouTube, this is the first time you're gaining any type of knowledge about who we are. Listen, this is a session, a wealth discussion. We do this every Sunday, normally around 6 o'clock, 6:15-ish. But definitely set an alarm. It is supposed to go live 6 o'clock every Sunday. That's Eastern time. And we encourage you to drop on by with us. And there's a reason for it, because this type of discussion is definitely important. And what I would love for Mr. Taylor to do is to just inform you of, why do we have this discussion? Why is this very important, especially in this time in which we're in?
So Secure the Bag, for those that don't know, is, the young heads, we millennials. Even she's a millennial. It's okay. I ain't gonna say how old she is, but she qualifies for a millennial. She may be a little older than me, but she qualifies. So yes, we're talking about securing the bag, securing your wealth, freedom, dreams, goals. This is the platform to do it. It's not necessarily a presentation, but it's a wealth conversation, right? Because we know, as Dr. Myron Golden says, conversations create cash flow. And this is a place where we have dialogue about how to really position yourself to win and build wealth in this space, because we know that you're getting hit with taxes, inflation, all kinds of things. For those that don't know, I came from the traditional space. I used to be a financial advisor in corporate America, got out of that space because the traditional way is not helping the average person who wants to build wealth, the average person that says, I may not have $250,000 in the bank or
Right.
have $250,000 of assets, but there are places and spaces that you can park your money to build wealth. And so we found some ways, and we're a part of a bigger team called Wealth Builders Worldwide. We've been doing this for over a year. And so now we're doing it YouTube and all that amazing stuff. So welcome, everybody.
Yes. Welcome. And just a little bit about myself, my background. I've come from the coaching space. So I am a leadership coach, trainer, and speaker, really connected to John Maxwell and his company. And for myself, I came in touch with the Wealth Builders global family a couple of years ago, maybe about 7-8 years ago now. And as a result of this connection by way of Mr. Taylor, myself, my husband, we become more educated on what money truly is. We began to understand the importance of accumulating assets, because it's great to be able, a lot of people spend money. We're in this consumerism type of mindset in country, really. But when it comes to considering how to build wealth and create generational wealth, you got to have a different mindset. And that really changed the game for myself, my husband, and many of my other family members, because we said, what if we were to check out of here? When it's our time to go, what are we leaving behind for our children and our children's children? And I said, I want to actually do what the word says. A good man or woman, will leave an inheritance. And I want to be a good woman. I want to be considered someone who is smart and wise with their finances. And so I knew that it needed to start with myself and my husband. And so here we are. And we wanted to do this particular discussion here consistently, because we knew we wanted to invite people like yourself to the table. And so every Sunday now we come together, we have a topic that we put on the table, and we invite you in on the discussion. So Mr. Taylor, what's the topic for tonight?
So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is from brick and mortar to click and order. We're talking about shopping for assets before the holidays.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. I had to put a.
That is a mouthful. Can we chop that up? Chop like a chef. Chop.
Yeah,
chop that thing up.
So from brick and mortar to click and order. That's all by itself. We ain't even got to talk about the other stuff, right? Shopping for assets, them holiday. We're gonna pocket that other side of it, because all of it can be put together, but we're gonna do one.
Oh my
one
God.
piece of it. Yeah. So from brick and mortar to click and order. We'll just do that for right now. Because
brick and mortar, click and order. what? What's really going on here? And see, we're talking in reference to business owners. Like for those of you who want to get involved with business, right? Maybe you're not a business owner quite yet. Maybe you haven't made that decision for yourself just yet. Or maybe you are. In the brick and mortar space, you have a business, and it's a physical business where you may live or reside locally. And you realize, man, I got to make some adjustments, because here's the thing. With what has transpired over the last couple of years, it should have been an eye opener for many people about how things have changed with the pandemic and the whole social distancing pieces. A lot of companies closing down, going bankrupt. That should have really opened up the eyes for the majority of brick and mortar type of entrepreneurs to think differently at the fact that they need to go digital. What are your thoughts about that, cousin? And by the way, he is my cousin. If you didn't catch that just yet, he is my biological cousin. So I may say cousin throughout the wealth discussion. So
it's this simple, right? The world has changed. Where all you need to do business is a smartphone and a dream, as Dr. Ty Best said. Y'all see where I'm at? All right, y'all see that?
Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Doing business where he is.
Business from anywhere in the world as long as I interconnection in a phone. I live in the countryside, so a lot of times I gotta come to the city, right? To get it. I got internet, but to get a great connection, right? I got my own office at my house, but I often do streams and stuff. I will come to the city because that's where the people are, right? That's where we can have those conversations. But the great thing is I don't own this, but this is my office.
Come on.
This floor area today is my office.
Come on.
How much rent do I pay? $3.99.
Free. Zero. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
$3.99. So that's the beauty of the space that we're in, is because the world has changed. You don't have to physically own something in order to benefit from it. All you need is a system. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at Airbnb. How many homes do they own?
None.
Zero.
None.
So what about Uber? How many cars they own?
None at all.
Zero. But what they own is a system that allows them to do business. And so what you want to do is you want to have a system that allows you to do business, a system that allows you to make money, a system that allows you to accomplish your goals and dreams, whatever those may be. So what we've connected to, what we've done is we've switched from the old traditional ways where you have to have a physical business, where for brick and mortar, for those who don't know, that's a real estate term for those people that have a physical place, a physical building, a physical place that they have to be at in order to transact business. You don't have to do that anymore, right? Click and order means you can actually go online and handle business. Go online and handle transactions. Go online and acquire digital assets. For those that don't know, myself and Dr. Knight, we are asset acquisition specialists. What does that mean? That means we acquire assets in the digital space through blockchain assets, right? Bitcoin assets, that system that allows us to make money by sharing information with people and getting something back, right? And then we just acquire assets as well, like gold, silver, all that kind of stuff. So we are asset acquisition specialists, and we're saying we're just average people. You can do the same thing. All you need to do is get exposure. How are you exposed, Dr. Knight? What has that done for you?
Oh my goodness. All you have to do is get exposure. Now, for example, what we're doing right here with the live stream, and we're doing videos, this is a way to expose people to what we're doing, to what our focus is, to what our niche or specialty area is. And we help people to become educated financially. We let you know what's going on, what's currently happening in the wealth building space, in the money space. That's what we're doing. And it's really your decision if you want to get involved. And so the level of exposure is based on your ability to open up your mouth and share what it is that you do, whether it's through a YouTube channel, whether it's through a live stream on Facebook or IG or TikTok, just leveraging social media. And I like what you said, Mr. Taylor, about being an asset acquisition specialist, because not only do we have assets in terms of building wealth, but you can also build what we call intellectual assets. Because for example, this live stream will be a video on YouTube. That video is connected to Secure the Bag and what we're doing here. If we wanted to, we can download this video, we can edit the video, right? We can put it on a website and require people to submit a fee using their card. Here we go. Using their card. This is the digital age. Using your card to put your payment information on the site to download and get access to the video. That's intellectual assets. Yeah, you may have another form of an asset like gold, silver, cryptocurrency, stocks, and all those other types of assets. But what we have also, and what you can begin to accumulate and build, is intellectual assets. Now, I know today we're focusing in on, in terms of wealth building, financial assets. That's what we're focusing in on today. We may focus in on those other types another day. But when it comes to building wealth, the reason why many people build wealth, yes, generational wealth, but it also can help you to accumulate passive income and activate passive income, which is extremely huge because you got residual bills. Why not activate residual income? And that's what me and Mr. Taylor, we've started doing this many, many years ago. And it's put myself and Mr. Taylor in a better space. I'm a mom. I homeschool my children full time. What allows that to be possible? See, many years ago, back in the day, that you didn't really hear about that happening so much so. But because of the access that we have, when you become educated and you get access to assets, write that down. If you follow on it, like Dr. Myron Golden said, if you're tracking with me, write that down on the paper. You want to get access to assets. And these are assets that can put money into your pocket. And that's what me and Mr. Taylor have. We have what's called meta certificates. We may highlight a bit of that. And it allows us to get rewards that we can convert into an actual income. And these are rewards connected to this whole space in which we're in, the metaverse space, the blockchain space, this digital space that we're in today. And I know many of you have heard of, AI technology and things of that nature. So it's all connected. It's all related. And so, yeah, we have assets and we're letting the world know about it. And this platform is helping us to do it.
Especially for those that are, looking for ways, because I was having a conversation, I was helping out to talk with a business partner, and this person, they didn't have a lot, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to be sure that where they're putting their money is safe, right?
Yeah.
And secure. And here's the thing, when you keep your money in a bank, we have what's called FDIC, right? It's the insurance that the banks use for up to $250,000. Here's the thing. I'm in Panera Bread right now, right? If everybody were here, had the same bank, and were to go to that one bank to pull out whatever money they had collectively, there would not be enough money in the bank.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
When the pandemic happened, here's what happened. The rules of money changed to the point where banks no longer have to even keep a fraction of what they say they have in the bank. They only have to keep a digital ledger. So what they do is they pull money in from other sources and other places, and they get you the money that you want.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. And we're looking at the beginning of the year. We've had Silicon Valley Bank, several banks that actually failed. We may be dealing with wars, rumors of wars, right? But don't forget that that's happening. But we're not out of a banking crisis.
Yeah.
We're not out of a potential recession. Now, I will say the American economy is super strong. However, people are living off of borrowed time and borrowed credit. And it's only a matter of time before those both expire.
Okay. So what are you saying? What do those who are watching right now, what do they need to do then to be in better position?
You need to start thinking, first of all. You need, and I like listening to Patrick Bet-David, your next 5 moves, right?
Yeah.
You always want to play chess and not checkers in the financial space. What do I mean by that? You always want to think a few moves ahead, right? Think about what your opponent, what your enemy is doing, right? There are powers that be that want to destroy the middle class. It is what it is. We're having this conversation, right?
Right.
So you have to figure out what you need to do for your own self, your own financial economy, right? You can control the economy in your own home. You don't have to be subjugated to what everybody else is doing, right?
That's right.
You can actually be expanding while the world is contracting. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is contracting. The middle class is like, oh my gosh, I may not have enough of this, may not have enough of that. Myself, Dr. We expanding. We're expanding because we know that this is a part of the ministry and the work we were called to do.
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot of people we call to reach.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Would you listen to somebody who was poor and didn't have any resources, or somebody that actually had something to give?
Whew, come on. I used to always say that. I used to always give people the ultimatum, like, what if some ordinary individual, right? It's not saying they don't have value. What if they came to your town and said, I'm going to put on a seminar on how to make money? And then Oprah came to your town as well, who was also going to give a seminar on how to make money. Whose seminar, for those on the platform right now, I see a few of you on the platform on Zoom with us, whose platform would you go to? The ordinary individual? Or would you go to Oprah's seminar? So type in which one you go to. A, the ordinary individual seminar, or B, would you go to Oprah seminar? And they're both going to teach on how to make more money as we wrap up the 2023 year. Whose seminar would you go to? I need some participation here. Whose seminar would you go to? Type it in the chat for me. I need to see it in the chat. And for those of you watching on YouTube, whose seminar would you go to? I'm gonna be honest. Now, I'm not gonna say I don't want to hear the thoughts of that individual who's in the low, because you never know. They may add value. However, we also know of the history, the track record. Not saying she's perfect, because by far there's no human being that's perfect, but she knows a thing or two on how to make money. She's been around a time or two. Okay, absolutely. I would go to Oprah seminar. So here we are, myself, Mr. Taylor, many others you probably know. Are you listening to what they're sharing with you, and not just listening, implementing? How many of you, look, this is another important point. How many of us go to seminars, listen to podcasts, watch videos? We know this good content. We want to see manifest changes in our lives, but we don't implement.
We becoming information junkies rather than true builders of wealth. Like, it's easy to sit there all day and listen to this and say, oh my gosh, I'm filled with all this knowledge. But knowledge means nothing if it's not implemented, because all wisdom is the knowledge applied at the right time. What we're sharing with you is wisdom, not from ourselves, but what we learn from other people.
Yes.
Then on the shoulders of giant sisters of Dr. Ty Best,
yes,
Robert Keith, Dr. Myron Gold. We have mentors. We're listening to the people who are where we want to be, right?
That's right.
If you're not where you want to be, you tap into us, right? We're gonna be here because we want to see you succeed just as we're succeeding, right? People often say, well, I wish you would have told me we try to tell you right now.
Now, don't get it twisted. Of course, we're still in progress in terms of becoming who we're supposed to be. We're all becoming. So you don't finally arrive. And the more you expand yourself as a human being, as a man, as a woman, the more that you grow into who you were predestined to be, the more your lid can rise, and your ability to be successful as an entrepreneur, your ability to build wealth, your ability to consume and apply information becomes better and stronger. Okay, but you have to give yourself room and space. You can't consume all the information and then do nothing with it. What are you going to do with the information you got? You're going to have too much in there, just too much. That's why some people feel like it's just so much, like, oh my gosh, it's so much, because you're not doing anything with what you have. So now that we're moving from brick and mortar to click and order, how are you going to adapt to this click and order time? What are you going to do so that you can enhance what you're doing now and maybe shift and pivot so you can be connected to this click and order time? Go ahead,
And
Mr.
most people don't even realize that they've already been acclimated to the click and order. Think about the difference between Blockbuster to Redbox
And then Netflix, right?
to Netflix.
Right. I knew where you were going with it. I was like, yeah, bring it on. And then you got all these other companies that's doing the same thing now.
Hulu, Disney
Apple Plus.
Disney own the sports. They are all this stuff like
right.
Streaming. Like you can see the main TV media has shifted from mainstream to stream, right? So even with hotels and all that stuff, like I can't tell you, for all the events we've had recently, we've done a lot of Airbnb work. And went overseas is another story. But locally, we do Airbnbs. Why? Because the system works. And we find value in the system, right? Rather than being somebody's hotel, got a nice little spot, got your own space, own rooms, back, so it's all about finding systems. So if you're here, if you're listening to us on YouTube, right, and you don't have a system that allows you to build wealth like you want to, you don't have a system that allows you to grow your money like you want to, then connect with us, right? Or get back with the person that shared this with you, because that's what we do. Now we're in the relationship and connection age where communication is one of the highest values that you can bring to the market base. That means you bring common union to the space.
That's good.
That's how you create value.
That's good.
Common union, so that way you can get what you need. So you have to release what you want in order to get it back. I need, okay, I have. Boom, we made that connection. And that's what all business is all about.
That's it. So make the connection. Most of you on here are connected with us already, but we don't know how far, to what extent, you've begun to get involved with building your assets just from a click of a button. So you want to definitely get back with the person who invited you here to this particular wealth discussion. And for those of you who are watching by way of YouTube, our information, we're going to make sure that information is inside of the description area, where you are able to connect with us, because we know that people resonate with different individuals. So our information will be placed in the description area so that you can grab a hold of it. You can reach out to us, because we know it's important. Again, relationships is the key. And we're here to help you to truly, truly win. We don't want to be out here winning by ourselves. I consider that to be a little selfish. We have access to powerful relationships. And because of the relationships, our destination, where we were heading financially, has shifted. We're connected to multimillionaires, billionaires, multi-billionaires. And I'm Dr. Cousin. So we family. Like, once I say hello or you say hello to me, like, that's it. We're no longer strangers, right? See, I'm in the game of turning strangers into family. Like, strangers are not strangers. They're family to me. We say hello, we're good. Okay. And so we want to make sure that you and your family are good. That's what's important to us. So as we're going to begin to wrap this up, because we want you to know it's not about just, sitting here and just talking the talk. We're walking our talk, and we're encouraging you to walk the talk as well. So, Mr. Taylor, what are some things that we want to wrap it up with, just so that they'll know what it is that they can do? Because we want actionable steps. We want them to be able to feel like not only are we having a discussion with them and they're sitting down with us and chatting, but that they're able to apply this now.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to connect with the people that are actually making moves. Right? You want to connect with the people, find a mentor, find somebody who's in the space. If you're trying to get money, right? You're trying to get ahead financially. You need to connect with that person. Myself, Dr. Knight, whoever, right? Next, you want to be consistent, right? I think it's underneath me, but a book called Atomic Habits, right? It's the little habits that you do consistently.
Yeah.
A few simple disciplines will bring you success versus a few errors in judgment.
It's good.
So if you decide, you know what, I'll get to it. Let me go ahead and finish the show real quick. You finish the show the next season, and then next thing you know, you've been watching something else. Next thing you know, a whole 2-3 months have gone by, and money loves speed. So you just missed out on a few $1,000s potentially because you wanted to watch a few shows.
Yeah.
Your entertainment is costing you thousands of dollars for some of you.
That's good.
So get with the person that you need to connect with, position yourself around in the right atmosphere so that you can start plugging in, getting some information. We've got some tools and some things that we plug into. We can share those with you. And then you want to educate yourself, stay consistent in the game, like, subscribe to what we're doing here on Secure the Bag. And then you want to go ahead and really start to implement what we're talking about, right? You want to start, even if you got to start saving a little bit, do what you got to do. Start saving some gold and silver, do what you need to do. And then we'll show you how to really position yourself with some blockchain assets. There are several different ways that we do it. So you want to definitely get with us and we'll show you how to do that. But those are some simple ways where you start positioning yourself now. It does not take a lot of money to make money, but you do have to get started in order to make money.
Come on. You don't have to be great, right? You want to be great, but the way to be great, you have to start. That's just the point of the matter, right? You have to get started. So again, Mr. Taylor, it's been definitely an honor. I mean, I love conversations like this, and who would have thought that we'll be sitting here right here. If we were thinking about this 10, 12 years ago, they'll be right here talking about money and empowering people to get involved with building assets. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
You was in 10 years ago.
12 years ago. No. You went to school.
No, I graduated 12 years ago.
I'm like, hold on, because you just said and I was a millennial, so you already.
I was a junior or senior in college. Lord have mercy. And she was already graduated. That tells you how old she could be. So anyway, anybody on the Zoom want to say a few words before we head out, because this is a conversation. So we want to go ahead and reach out to you. Comment, of course.
I see Lonnie unmuted.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay. We want to give you all an opportunity to comment if you wanted to.
Oh no, y'all have a good day, and I'm with you all the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I do see we have Brenda. We also have Ray here. So if either one of you want to say a word or a comment, even if you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself. We want to give you an opportunity as well. Feel free. All right. And even if you don't, all is well. And we do want to say, for those of you who are tuning in by way of YouTube and you're just going by, listen, don't forget, look, hit the like button if you've enjoyed what you've heard. Subscribe to the channel. Now, the reason why we encourage you to subscribe is simply because we may upload shorts, we may upload videos and content, just kind of little tidbits to encourage, to inspire, to educate you on how to really secure the bag, because that's how to get the bag, how to protect the bag, how to grow the bag, how to secure the bag. So we're going to be talking about all these things, and maybe short little, maybe YouTube shorts is what they call them now. So stay tuned for those. We'll upload some of those great videos, short videos, maybe videos that may be like 1 minute each. So you may catch some of those being uploaded. So again, thank you for those of you who have subscribed already. And for those of you who are here, we encourage you to subscribe, like Brenda, Lonnie, Ray. We encourage you all to be able to subscribe to the channel as well. I want to see if I can grab that. But Mr. Taylor, did you have anything else as I seek to grab that link?
You got nothing else. It's time to eat.
He said it is time to eat. Listen, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So listen, we want to definitely thank those of you who are here with us. We appreciate you for being here with us on the platform. What we're going to do really quick is provide the channel link right there in the chat so that those of you who are here on Zoom with us, you'll be able to just click on it. You can go to the YouTube channel and you can hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the content that we do upload there in the form of short videos. So with that being said, Mr. Taylor, I'm good. I think we're ready to go. So listen, we appreciate you all. Thank you so very much for joining us. Until next time, definitely secure
Sure.
your bag.
Bag.
All right. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Excellent.